Good day from Guelph, Ontario, Canada. We are going to cruise downtown Guelph. Now we're on Carden Street here and we're going to head into the city, and on the right you're going to see the signs for University of Guelph. University of Guelph was founded in 1964. There's roughly 32,000 students attending University of Guelph. It's known for its vet college, one of the best in the world. The University of Guelph is ranked 4th amongst universities in Canada. It's also known for its Ontario Agricultural College. Great university, great reputation, and it's a big part of Guelph. So we're going to head down Carden Street here into the downtown core. As you can see from the leaves, this is late November or late autumn. It is early November. And it's a beautiful day out there. You're going to see Johnston Green on the right here. Johnston Green. And it's associated with the University of Guelph. And you can see War Memorial Hall there on your right. And if you've ever graduated from University of Guelph, you probably graduated from War Mem. And here we are at the crossroad of College Ave. So if you hang a right, you'd go into the university. If you hang a left, you'd go down to the vet college or the agricultural college. So here we go. So directly from where we've come from, this is Highway 6 turns into Carden Street, which is this, and this would take you right back to Hamilton. If you turned around, you go right into Hamilton, or you go back to the 401, and then from the 401, you might be coming in from London, Ontario, or Toronto, Ontario. So just to give you, most people would be coming into Guelph this way, from the 401 down Carden Street, and we're going to go down the hill here into the nice downtown Guelph. And as I said, Guelph's population is 130,000 roughly, founded in 1827 by John Galt. Speed River, Eramosa River flow through Guelph, and we're going to see the Speed River just up here. We're going to go over a bridge here in about 30 seconds, and you'll see on the right the tea house, the covered bridge. If you're ever looking for a walk around here, this is kind of a nice area to walk around down here if you want to get an ice cream cone. And just to the left here at these lights, if you go down about a kilometer, you'll see the Colonel John McCrae house. He was well known in the First World War for writing In Flanders Field, a famous poem about being at war, and often associated with the poppy in Flanders Field. So we're going to go across a bridge here, and if you look right, you can see water left and right, and there's a little tea house, and you can see the covered bridge kind of off to the right. There's also some greens up here for some lawn bowling on the right. A nice patch of grass right beside the parking lot. There it is off to the right. And like I said, this is nice to grab an ice cream cone and come down to the park here and just kind of walk around on a summer's eve. So we're going to come up here to a major kind of a cross street. You can see Church of Our Lady kind of up ahead there on the hill. It's now called the Basilica, and I think in 2014 the Pope declared it a minor basilica. And we're going to end our drive today up on the top, right beside the basilica there. We used to call it Church of Our Lady, but then, like I said, in 2014 it became Basilica to the Immaculate, Lady Immaculate, I think. So there's a first McDonald's there on the left. It's the oldest McDonald's in town. There used to be an original one over on Woodlawn, but that one has since closed down. And here we are cruising up. At these lights, if you turn right, you would go to the police station. It's newly renovated. It was under construction for a while. And then up also on the right here will be the Guelph Farmers Market. Now on Saturday mornings, if you're ever in town and it's a beautiful morning, it's an unbelievable experience to just go in there and walk around and see a lot of the organic goods. It's a real community feel. I really enjoyed doing that as growing up, to go in there. So right beside the Harveys here on the right you'll see the Guelph Farmers Market. You can see the people coming out with their produce. This is a Saturday, and we can now see the downtown sign to the right here. So we are entering downtown Guelph. And like I said, you see people they usually come to the market early in the morning, get some produce. You have farms from all over Southwestern Ontario that bring their goods in there. I especially like the donuts, I must confess. They have some homemade donuts in there. And especially in fall here, you'd have a lot of harvest goods. So we're going to go under the railroad tracks, and we're officially in downtown Guelph. There's the sign, downtown Guelph. We're officially in downtown Guelph, and we're going to cruise around here. On the left, you can see the Church of Our Lady. You can just see the top of it there. And we're going to come up to Mcdonell Street. And on the right here, you're going to see the Albion. It's I think it's the oldest bar in Guelph. There it is, the Albion. A lot of great bands have come through there. It's a well-known watering hole for 100 years. So if you can ever get in there on a Friday night or a Saturday night just to sit around and chat, it's great. We're going to come up to Quebec Street here at the lights, and if you hung a right, you would go right down to the main drag. So we're just going to kind of go around downtown, and then we're going to go right down the main drag. There are a couple streets downtown Guelph that are closed off because they're really trying to keep the restaurants open right now with COVID, and so they've got the tables out on the streets. As a result, you can't drive downtown, and you'll see that once we get down there. So we are now passing Quebec Street. If you hung a right, you'd go downtown. We're going to continue. On the left there is the library, the Guelph Library. It is the main branch. It is the oldest branch. There are a couple more around town, but that is the main branch. We're going to come up to this light here, which is Suffolk Street. And we've got a nice old church here on the right. And likewise, if you hung a right, you would come down and around. It would bring you farther downtown. And the reason I'm doing this is because I want to bring you up to the next light, which is called the 5 Points. And it's kind of a well-known place where 5 streets come together in Guelph. And I'm going to find out here that I can't hang a right, so I'm going to have to go through the speedy muffler. And so there is Suffolk Street, and now we're coming up to the 5 Points here. I'm going to find out I can't take a right, so there's the speedy. I'm going to cut through the parking lot. I'm sorry, Speedy, I don't need a muffler, but I'm going to figure it out right now. I'm going to have to take a right through here, and we are then going to take a right out of the parking lot, and we are going to head down towards the main drag here. So we're going to come back this way. I'm going to cross Suffolk Street again, and we are going to come down past Baker Street. So there's Suffolk Street, and there's the Woolly, which is a well-known bar. Here is Baker Street. It's known for its parking, and it has a couple bars down there. And this intersection here is Windham Street. You hang a right, that is Windham Street, and that is the main drag. And like I said, we're going to go around it again because we can't go down the main drag totally down there because some of the streets are closed because they have the restaurants seating out on the street now. So here we go. We are going kind of past it, and up here, this is kind of a well-known street because on the left you've got an old church. On the right you're going to have the courthouse. Then you've got the Wellington County Separate School Board just after the church here. There's the school board if you're looking for it. There's the courthouse on the right. And then we've got the Sleiman Center where the Guelph Storm play on the right. And then on the left you have the River Run Center. The Sleiman Center seats about 5,000. Beautiful arena. And likewise on the left you've got, I think, 4,700 can seat in the River Run. So I'm going to try and hang a right here and take us right into downtown on Mcdonell Street. So right on the left there is John Galt Park, and that's where Guelph was founded. So this street was built right up to the Church of Our Lady, or the Basilica. And this was made for the bishop. And we're going to see this. This is Macdonell. There's some new condos that were just built on the right. Really nice. And the parking for the Sleiman Center, you can go in the right there. There's the Cooperator on the right building. On the left, you have the bus station. And now we're really into downtown. So we've the Sleiman Center is right there on the right if you want to go right there for some parking, but we're going to see road closing. You can see Church of Our Lady right at the end of this, and this is Mcdonell Street. And like I said, from John Galt Park, there's a street that goes right up to the highest point of Guelph, and there it is, Church of Our Lady. So we're going to turn around. There's many restaurants in this area here. Obviously, you saw the subway there, and if you're looking for any sort of upscale or cheap, well, there's the Pita Pit. There's some pizza places here. There's a variety. There's a nice chicken place. I have not been there yet. Korean chicken. Mai Tai, if you're looking Thai, you're looking for some Indian food. So we've turned around, and here we are on Mcdonell Street. We're going to go, and we're going to kind of somehow come around so you can go down the main drag. There's Tony's Pool Hall on the left. There's Trappers on the right. It's a bar. And how are we going to get down here? We're probably going to hang a right down at the street here. So like I said, there's the bus station on the right. All the buses come in there. So if you are a university student, you'll probably be coming downtown. That's where you would get off. So there's some new condos on the right here. We're going to hang a right, and we're going to come around. I think this is Wellington Street. Under the bridge, that's where the GO train comes in there. There's the new condos. On the right, we've got some on the left also. We're going to go through some fast food places here on Wellington. I think there's a Timmy's up here, maybe a Wendy's, an A&W. So I think instead we'll probably try and hang a right up here, and I'll take you past the police station just so you can see it. And like I said, a beautiful fall day. You can see the leaves all over the ground. It's almost high noon, and I hang a right. So this is Wellington. We're going to go up this little side street, and I think we're going to hang a left here, and you're going to see a vegan restaurant if you're vegetarian. There's, like I said, Guelph's known for its restaurants, some vegetarian. If you're looking for fast food, Thai, some sushi, Italian, big Italian community in Guelph. And we will hang a right here, and we'll just kind of go up and show you the police station. Just go past it. And so that parking lot there is kind of just right across from it. So you can see the police station to the left, the courthouse on the right. We're going to see the armories. You can see these cool buildings right on the left there. We're going to come down underneath. This is where the GO train comes in. We're going to come underneath this, and we're going to come up, and this really turns into the main drag, the main street, which is Windham Street. But you're going to see that we can't go down it because it is blocked off. We've got a whole bunch of people eating on the streets there, which is great. We're keeping these businesses alive. Please support local businesses. We're all having a tough time here. So this is Carden Street. Carden Street's well known because City Hall is on the left here. When we turn, we'll see it on the left, and they have a new City Hall. New City Hall resides on the old Memorial Gardens Arena. Plenty of NHL hockey players went through that rink. So there you can see City Hall. It's all on the left, and that used to be where Memorial Gardens was, which was, like I said, an old, beautiful rink. A lot of NHL players came through there. I remember seeing Todd Bertuzzi play in there. Any Guelph hockey players that played either for the Storm or the Platers or grew up, they would have played there. So you can see Church of Our Lady kind of over the top of the buildings there. We're gonna hang a right, and it's kind of buzzing down here because of the farmer's market. We'll hang a right, a couple clothing shops down there, kind of nice artsy clothing. And this straight ahead used to be the old Daily Mercury, which was the paper that used to be made in Guelph, but it has since closed. And we're gonna come back up again. So if you went right, you'd go downtown to the main drag there to Windham Street. We're gonna come up to the Albion, and there it is. Kind of the symbol of Guelph. Church of Our Lady, the Basilica. And I think we're gonna take one more crack at trying to get down to Windham Street. So we can at least take you along Windham Street to kind of get a feel of the Guelph community. So we'll hang a right here past the Albion. There it is on the right. That place is buzzing usually during the weekend at night. We're going to hang a right at Quebec Street, and we're going to go right down to the main street and see what's happening. Just to give you a feel, this is your typical Ontario city, 130,000 residences. We'll hang a right here. This is Quebec Street. You can see the library on the left there. Very old church on the left, and we've got a number of we've got a jewelry place on the right. The bookshelf, well known for its art cinema. It's good food. So if you're looking for any sort of books, like I said, the bookshelf cafe, bookshelf cinema, for any sort of international cinema right there on the right, you can see it, the bookshelf, books and film. Now we're coming right down into St. George's Square, all the banks, Royal Bank there, BMO, you've got TD down to the right. There is Old Quebec Street, so if you went straight to that glass facade there, you would get to the Sleiman Center to go watch a Guelph Storm game. They're an OHL hockey team, and like I said, some of those players do go and play in the NHL. This is St. George's Square. This is the main center hub of Guelph, Ontario. So we're going to hang a left and just give you a little vibe of the main drag here in Guelph. So this is Windham Street. This is St. George's Square. We're going to turn here. There's Scotiabank. So if you're looking for a bank, they're basically on the main corners here. We're going to go down. This is the main street here. Plenty of restaurants, Sip Club. You've got your Works Burger place there. You've got your New Age if you're looking for some supplements of some sort on the left. There's the old post office on the left. I'm thinking about doing a U-turn, but I see a police officer in front of me here. There's the Diana, a well-known restaurant, Indian restaurant, and there are some government buildings on the right. Beautiful facade. Look at the buildings. These are some beautiful old buildings. On the left there, you've got what used to be the old Odeon Theater. It was one of the two main theaters in Guelph. It has since turned into, I think, what's it called now? It has a lot of old bands. So if you were to go straight through these lights and up the hill there and hang a left, that would be the General Hospital, which is the main hospital in Guelph right now. But we're going to hang a left, and you're going to see the First and Second World War there. You can see the, I think it's called the Epitaph right there. We're going to go by it, and then on November 11th, next week, there'll be a lot of commemoration there for Remembrance Day. So we're going to go up here, and we are going to hit Suffolk Street again. I'm going to go through a little parking lot and come back through the main drag so you can get a little different look at it. So this is Suffolk Street. Lawyer stuff on the right. There's a number of businesses on these old houses. This is Suffolk Street. I'm going to pull into the parking lot here. Parker's Cleaners. It's been there for a while. Well known if you're looking to get your cleaning done. We're going to hang a right, go past Suffolk Street again. There's, I think it's Dave Morrow, well-known lawyer right there. There is the Woolly, famous bar right there. If you ever get a spot out there on the veranda, the porch at night on a summer's eve, it's nice to have a drink there. So we're going to go through these lights. Baker Street is right there on the right. It's well known for its big parking lot and the Baker Street Bistro. There's a restaurant down there. We're going to hang a right and we're going to go down the main street, Windham Street, from a different angle now, just so you can see. Look at these beautiful old buildings. They've all been refurbished and renovated. Guy's doing a quad workout there. I think he's got his kids. Here we go. See, that's Guelph, Ontario. It's just a great family town. People on their bikes on a beautiful fall morning. Maybe they're on their way down to Guelph Farmers Market. So here we are, we're driving down. This is the main street in Guelph from a different angle. A real gem in Southwestern Ontario. You know, if you're looking to bring a family up, this is a great city. So we're gonna try, so this is St. George's Square. You can see the famous statue right there. We're just going by, it's just on the right there. This is St. George's Square. And what are we gonna do here? We're gonna hang a right, go back up Quebec Street, and we're gonna try and get to Church of Our Lady up on the hill, the main symbol of Guelph, Ontario. It is a prized piece of real estate. It is supposedly the highest point of Guelph. There are a number of bylaws such that you cannot build anything higher than that elevation in Guelph. From all locations in Guelph, you're supposed to be able to see this church. So they've done put a number of bylaws in place in order to really maintain its stature. You can see a lot of these are pretty low. We don't have any high rises really in downtown. Most of these shops are pretty, I guess they're 2 to 3 stories anyways. And this is Baker Street on your right. If you're looking to park, you can hang a right down here. There's a big parking lot down there, but we're gonna go straight to the next set of lights. You'll see the Guelph Library on the right. We're gonna hang a left, and then we are gonna see the Church of Our Lady, and we are gonna just try to get up there and give you a little glimpse of Guelph from up on the top of the hill, or as they used to say, the church on the hill. So I just want to say thanks for coming along for this drive this morning. It's a beautiful November morning. Leaves are off the trees, but it is about 20 degrees Celsius. We've got a real nice heat wave, and we're going to hang a left here. This is Quebec Street, but it turns into Paisley right here. If you were to continue down, you'd head to the old GCVI, or Guelph Collegiate Vocational Institute. A lot of great Guelphites went to school there. So here we are. We can see the Church of Our Lady up on the right, just below the sun there. We are going to come up to, I think it's Cork Street, one of the steepest streets in the city. And if you were looking to do some training or some hill running or some bikes, hills, whatever, this is always a good workout. We've got the Guelph Museum off to the left, and we are going to hang a left into the parking lot just to give you a little view of Church of Our Lady. It is an unbelievable church. If you ever are in Guelph, you want to come by, you want to go into it, whether it be for a mass or just to see the unbelievable piece of architecture. And here is the back of it. I'll probably give you a couple pictures of it here at the end, but I'm going to try and come around. That's Sir John Bosco. It's high school. There's the new rectory for the priests. They just renovated that in the last couple years, and we're coming around. I think I'm going the wrong way here, but we're going to overlook Guelph. We're just going to give you a little view of Guelph, looking at it from the church on the hill, Church of Our Lady, the Basilica. Going to stop here. I know the camera's facing forward, but we'll get a couple shots out from the right. That is the museum right there, Guelph Museum, if you'd ever want to learn more about the history. And I just want to say, thanks for coming along for a ride. Guelph is a beautiful city. If you have any questions, put them in the comment section. Thank you very much. Until next time. Bye-bye.